The first generation of comedians spawned by the stand-up boom may have been safely assimilated into building society ads and lavishly produced TV series. But the audience for stand-up comedy has continued to grow and swell the pubs, clubs and theatres of the cabaret circuit. Currently making waves on the circuit is a group of young black stand-ups, some good, some not so good, but most with the kind of energy that seems to ebb away once a comic has notched up his or her first Wogan appearance. The Black Comedy Club began life at Deptford's Albany Empire. It now meets once a month at the Electric Cinema in London's Portobello Road. The Late Show was there last week to catch a glimpse of some of the performers you may be seeing more of in the not-too-distant future.
People react to blackness in different ways. I had a friend called Dave who was a white guy. I went to college with him. And he really wanted to be black! With his whole heart! Dave wanted to be black. All his friends were black, he had a black girlfriend, he knew all the words of the Bob Marley records. We're talking commitment here. We were so different. I'd go round to his house. Dave, you coming out for a game of football? He'd say, Willie. My woman just put on a pot of chicken and some rice. I feel like I just want to rest tonight, you know? Easy, lady.
Who's that?
Eddie Murphy.
Yes. I'm doing good boy, all right?
Yeah.
You try, won't you? Leave that. Hello. Go on. See you later, okay? Now, come on. Come.
Yeah. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. All right.
See you later.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
That's the Chimes and Stronger Together on Choice FM 96.9. Now, with me in the studio, I've got Angela Lamar, who's a black comedian, actress. Angela, welcome to Choice FM.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay, thanks.
Angie, do you think there's a significant difference between black and white comedy?
White comedy are very gaggy and very sort of like punchline and here's a joke. But I think black comedy sort of like takes you through an experience, a situation, and you relate to it as you're going through it rather than here comes the punchline. But that doesn't say that there are not black comedians that don't have punchlines or gaggy jokes, and that's not saying that white comedians don't take you through, you know, the experiences.
What kind of comedy do you like doing?
In what sense do you mean? As in stand-up or
yeah,
as in
stand-up comedy or
situation?
situation comedy, yeah.
Well, both. I think my strength lies in situation comedy, but it's something. Stand-up is something I'm developing now because I think I've got a natural flair for it.
Can you make me laugh now?
No.
Why not?
You have to wait till tonight. You come to the show tonight?
I probably will. I wanted to put you on the spot the same way.
I don't.
There's a few people coming to watch you tonight.
So I hear.
So that's good. That's good. I want to ask you about a June gig as well, but I can call you. All right.
Black comedy is growing. That's right. Believe me. That's right. It's getting big, and it's up to everybody to support it.
And we all know what comedy's about now, don't we? Yes.
What is comedy about then?
Well, comedy is about having a good catchphrase. Yeah, a catchphrase.
So, that's it.
Yeah.
So as long as you got a good catchphrase.
As long as you got a good catchphrase,
you're all right.
You're all right. You're a good comedian. Like look at Frankie Howard. Ooh, Mrs. That's a good catchphrase, isn't it?
Made a bloody fortune.
I'm telling you. Ooh,
Mrs. Stop.
That's right. Don't touch me there, Mrs.
Or chase me. Chase me. No, it's a catchphrase. Don't get any idea.
Sorry.
So that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I've got
one.
I've got
a good catchphrase.
What's your one then?
But stop. It's like, you know, West Indian, that. But stop.
So how do you fit that into a joke then?
Well, okay. Say like, I was walking down the road, but stop. And I go into a pub, but stop. And I see a man with a glass, I said, but stop. Yeah, it works.
I got one.
What's it?
Cuckafart.
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 Yes, how you?
All right. I went to, a man was in a pub. Cuckafart.
Yeah.
He said, I'll have a pint of Guinness. Cuckafart. It
It works. Laughing. That's right. That's comedy. Comedy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see some comedy of all sorts tonight, so I want you to lend your support, because it's going to be massive and big and large and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Mr. Buddy Hell?
Has anybody seen that Findus lean cuisine ad? Do you know the one I mean?
Hey, good looking, da-da-da-da, what? You got cooking?
Do you know the one I mean? Well, the yuppie guy invites his girlfriend, I assume it's his girlfriend, back to his apartment, his converted warehouse apartment, to partake in a meal. But not only does he serve her up a frozen meal, he serves her up a frozen, low-calorie meal. Now, if I were that woman, before giving this guy the elbow, out the window preferably, I'd ask him 3 questions. 1, can't you cook? 2, don't you like me? 3, do you think I'm fat? Bastard.
I heard you're a comedian as well.
No.
Oh, I'm just going to go out then.
No, I'm just a Jehovah's Witness. I believe. I intend to spread the word.
But that's comedy, really, isn't it?
Come from the right place.
I mean, this is a nice venue, though. When I came out here and I saw all those chairs, I was impressed.
I wish you told all your friends now.
Yeah, I wish I did. I mean, I was here about 3 o'clock giving out leaflets. That's how keen I am. Commitment to the Black Comedy Club. Do you think you're funny?
No.
Oh.
Do you?
I was just wondering. I mean,
Do you want to be my agent?
there you were going on, and then we were laughing. I thought, well, maybe you don't know that you've got talent there. And I think you should exploit it, because you are at the Black Comedy Club tonight. And there is an open spot. And I suggest you speak to that man over there. His name is David Bryan.
We can talk later.
Okay.
He woke up with a dream and said, I'm going to do something for the Black Comedy Club.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
Where every black person will be funny. Everybody will have a routine, straightened hair.
I went to my dad. I said, Dad, I'm having a problem with my girlfriend. I think she wants to have a baby, and I don't know if I want to have a baby. And he just said, kill her. I said, what? He said, kill the bitch. Chop her up into little pieces and feed it to your dog. I said, nah, hang on, Dad. I'm this kind of, like, new ideological kind of black man, you know what I mean? I'm sensitive. So, like, the only thing that they could do is, like, send me off with, like, the next available foster parents, which was, like, really stupid, because, like, they were really strict. Very strict. They were South African Nazis, and, like, I was just sent off. And it was all right. I mean, they tried to love me, right? They cared for me, you know, because, like, I mean, they didn't give me a bedroom or anything like that. I stayed in the kennel. And it was good. Because every now and again, they throw a bit of raw meat and they'll, stay there! And, like, for a long time, I thought that, like, my foster brother was a Rottweiler called Hitler. And it was good because we were close, and, like, on Saturdays and on weekends, the family, we'd all go out for a picnic, and they'd send Hitler and me out sort of chasing black people. What they're trying to do is they're trying to put more money into, like, this other thing called, like, Black Donald's, right? And what it is that you go in, it's like a fast food kind of, Caribbean thing, right? And, like, you go in, and you go up to the counter, and for the first, like, 10 minutes that you're there, there are these 2 big women, kind of, like the Sunday best with the little hats and little flowers, and, like, the big pink dresses and that. And they're, like, just chatting to each other, just for ages, just standing there. And, after a while, one of them looks at you and says, you want something?
Like, Britain is now currently becoming, like, one of the biggest, like, almost Caribbean islands in the world, isn't it? And, like, there's nobody catering to this colossal audience, this massive, growing, expanding audience.
And I think there's no way that audience is going to forget its roots. I mean, in some ways it can be said that, you come to Britain and therefore you become like the British, but the richness of Britain today is its diversity, and everybody wants to retain the diversity. The Welsh, the Scottish, are all hammering for the diversity. Why should we, because we're black, abandon it and become just, white folk in black skins? It's very vital that we retain our distinctiveness. And I think to therefore talk about black comedy not being race-specific and not being relevant to our colour is a misnomer. It's there, it's part of us, it's part of how we operate. And I just think it's vital that we take that into our work. And I think other comedians who want to shun it are misguided, I think, to put it lightly.
We're going to start off talking about things that we're trying to sort of get a base on, talking about like referential kind of comedy where people, like recognise like Jamaican patties or whatever, and they laugh at that way. It may not necessarily be funny, but in time we will, I'm sure, evolve into something that's much more connected with how we are living now and today.
It's really weird because when I play on the cabaret scene, people always expect me to do ethnic things. What's that like? Driving a bus or something like that? Okay. Do you drive your motor car with the window wound down? And tap on the roof at traffic lights to the beat of your favourite naff sounds? Do you wear a ring made out of a sovereign? Do you wear a nylon shirt? And if you miss top of the pops, would it really hurt you? Do you think Lyndon Kwesi Johnson was an ex-president of the United States? Do you think it's really macho to get drunk and pinch girls' bums to impress your mates? Do you go to football matches to sing abuse and fight? Do you wear offensive aftershave at the funky disco on a Friday night? Because if you do, I really hate you, really hate you, really, really, really hate you, really hate you, really, really, really hate you, really hate you.
Some of the performers have, and I think it's right, they've gone for being accepted by the black audience and doing truthful characters, recognisable situations, maybe talking about relationships, party situations, family situations, which are specific to the black world that they come from. But if they're doing it well and it's working, it will work as a universal human. I think some of the best stuff works for everybody.
Any Africans down here? Azumo, my friend. Sorry. Hey, mind if I just do a thing by you? Sorry, it's a big keys as well. No, I didn't mean it. Sorry.
Hold on. My God. Is what happened to you, man? I hear you get married. I thought you were smart.
Smart? Smart? Talking about smart? I turned up to our wedding looking smart. You see, I was giving the bride away. When I see the preacher, he have one eye looking that way, one eye looking that way. So you couldn't really tell when he was looking or looking. So it's when he said, I now pronounce you man and wife, it's then I realized he was looking at me. And I was left holding the bag. And I mean bag because she did look like a sack of potatoes in taffeta and silk.
I want to talk about men's approach to women. I mean, girls, you know what it's like when you're walking down the street going about your business? Feeling really confident. And then you hear, yo. And then you think to yourself, excuse me? Girls, there's only one way to deal with men who think that they can walk up to you and go, yo, daughter, come here. It's simply walk up to them and say, yes, can I help you? And you find them go, no, don't worry about it. You can tell by their cars, right? I mean, if you see a guy driving a Capri today, I mean, you just know that, don't even stop, just keep on moving. Or it's the, if you see a guy driving a BMW or a Porsche, that's all he has. Forget it. And you find that these women, right, are always slim, like they're size 10, and they're on a diet. You just want to eat them. And they're standing there like leggings. Anytime I see a woman that is less than size 12 in leggings, I feel offended. One, I feel sorry for her, because when she's having her baby, I want to be outside that ward, because she's going to be going, ha! Ha! Now me, walking, now listen, John and I have been going out for 2 years. I admit, I only see him about 3 times in that time. It's my fault. You're probably wondering why I look so battered. It's my fault. We have fights, sort of thing, Well, I don't fight him, he just beats me up.